The Bar Council does not do politics. The bar members is urged to form a political party if they wish to be involved in politics. The Bar Council highlighted political issue rather than the welfare of law practitioner.
Assalamualaikum and welcome back to Lex News. Ceras UMNO Head of Division, Senator Datuk Wira Said Ali Al-Hasbi, challenged the Bar Council to be registered as a political party if the bar really wants to be involved in politics and interfere in the administration of the country. He said this is because lately the council is seen to be more inclined to deal with the country political problems. Said Ali said that the council recent action, which were very passionate about disputing and defending the rights of a different groups, shows that the council has been influenced by the political element of certain groups. He said that the Bar Council should function as a professional organisation that defends the interests of lawyers and monitor the progress of the legal system in the country. To further elaborate on this issue, we have a final year law student, Haziq from UNISA on set. Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is Haziq bin Shaharuddin with a metric number BLAL18051544 from final year LLB UNISA. So, in discussing this issue, according to Section 46A of Legal Profession Act 1976, a person shall be disqualified from being a member or committee of the Bar Council or a bar committee if he holds any office in any political party or organisation, whether or not it is established any law under which is political in nature. So this clearly shows that this provision prohibits any member of the Bar Council from involvement in any political party. This section emphasizes that the Malaysian bar should be free from any political influence. However, this day, there has been some controversies pertaining to the independence of the Bar Council from political agenda. In one of the controversies, the Attorney General proposed some amendment to the Legal Profession Act 1976, which allowed the government to interfere and to obstruct the action of the Bar Council. The Attorney General also proposed that the Minister in charge of the legal affair would be authorized to appoint 2 members of the Bar Council and to issue rules and regulations governing Bar Association election. He also proposed to increase the quorum needed for a general meeting from 500 members to 4,000 members, which made it impossible for the bar to take action at its general meeting. So this has clearly contradicted with the constitution of Malaysian bar that the Bar Council should be independent. The Bar Council should be free from any improper interference. So by having the government interference with the management of the Bar Council, it has abused the independence of the Bar Council. The Bar Council should have the freedom from any political influences. So in another controversy, the former president of Bar Council once issued a statement regarding Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim sodomy case by stating that he should not be found guilty because the charge under the sections 377B of the Penal Code stated that it was made on a voluntary basis. Section 377B says that anyone who engaged in unnatural sex voluntarily shall be sentenced to a maximum of 20 years in prison, including whipping. So the meaning is now due to the word voluntary. The Bar Council says that the sodomy case is done on the basis of consent and voluntarily, and thus Anwar should not be found guilty in this case. So this statement has caused an uproar in the society as it emphasized that the court has made a false ruling. For the Bar Council, when the law is not in their favor or the political group that it supports, the government will be accused of being oppressive But if otherwise, neither the government nor the judiciary gets the credit that it deserves. So this incident has proven that in Bar Council itself, there are political influences, which in this case, the political influences is shifted to the opposition. So this incident has proven that in Bar Council itself, there is political influences, which in this case, it is the opposition side. So now we are going to discuss the importance of having an independent Bar Council. So the function of Bar Council was stated under the Legal Profession Act 1976, whereby it is to uphold and maintain a fair and equitable system in administrating justice without ignoring its own interests or its member, as well as without any influence of any unnecessary issues. So it can be said that the objective of the Bar Council is to ensure that the Malaysian Bar can carry out their professional role without any external interference such as political influences. For the purpose of Malaysian Bar itself, we can conclude that there are several importance as to why the Malaysian Bar and the Bar Council being an independent body. So firstly, it is for the public interest. In order to preserve the public interest, the role of lawyers in providing the best assistance to the society in administrating justice and uphold the rule of law is much needed. Secondly, the private interest. Pertaining to the private interest, the lawyers are obligated to represent their client and to preserve their right and also give them access to legal system in Malaysia. In order to do that, the advocate and the solicitor must be independent from any external factor such as political factor, whether it is on the government or the opposition side. This is to ensure that there will be no discrimination from the lawyer to their client if they have a different political view. Thirdly, it is also to guarantee the judicial independence and also the protection of human rights. If the Bar Council itself is influenced by a certain political party, it can cause a crack in the judicial independence if the issue is in regards to the certain political parties. The independence of Bar Council is not only important in Malaysia but across the globe. It is being implemented internationally in various legal instruments such as the United Nations Basic Principle on the Role of Lawyers and the International Bar Association International Principle of Conduct for the legal profession. So this instrument protect the Bar Council from any external factor. Not only it apply in Malaysia but all around the world. The independence of the Bar Council can be illustrated in the case of Malaysian Bar and another against the Government of Malaysia 1986. In this case, the plaintiff had sought some declaration in which one is stating that the section 46A subsection 1A of the Legal Profession Act 1976 is ultra vires Article 10 Clause 1C of Federal Constitution, in which this provision guarantees the freedom of association and thus become void under Article 4 Clause 1 of the Federal Constitution. The court held that one of the purpose of Section 46A of a Legal Profession Act is to ensure that the affairs of bar are administered by its member to maintain the independence of the Bar Council. So it can be said that any lawyers that hold any office in government, political party and such is prohibited in holding office in Bar Council. It is to maintain independence from external factors. As for the conclusion, law is a sacred rule that must be free from external factor, especially political influences. Judiciary is an independent body that assesses the black and white of the world. It must not be tainted by the hand of the greedy and corrupt politician. So that's all for me. Thank you.